let's talk about Australia.
Yeah.
You just flew out here from Australia,
Yeah.
right? 16-hour flight to come down here. You're 40 minutes, if I'm not mistaken, outside of
Yep.
Bondi Beach. Walk me through what you saw, what you hear, what the people are saying. You know, we saw the video, the father and son, you know, killed 15 people. I think one other person just died as well, which
Yep.
is 16 people,
Yep.
ages 10 to 87 years old, 42 people hospitalized. We're seeing all these things that is taking place, just tragic at the highest level. Even the man, Ahmed Al-Ahmed,
Yep.
that took the weapon away, and he didn't even want to shoot the father. Father runs away. I think he even may have gotten shot by a cop.
Well,
Yep.
he can't shoot legally in Australia.
In Australia, you can't shoot. So
Yeah.
No.
walk me through, for someone that lives in Australia, many of us don't, what was it like and what has changed?
For many years, Pat, we've been saying Islam is a religion of peace. For many years, the government has been telling us Islam is a religion of peace. They're here to coexist. They're just like Christians. They're easygoing. And we knew coming from Egypt that they're not a religion of peace. But we're like, let's wait to see what's going on. On last Sunday, as you said, Pat, two Muslim men, a 24-year-old and a 50-year-old son and father, go to Bondi Beach, 40 minutes away from our church, during Hanukkah festival, shoot at thousands of Jews. As you said, 15 Jews die. And if it wasn't for that heroic man, thank God for him, who stopped him, there would have been a lot more people that died.
Yeah.
They traced back this guy. They found in his car that there was explosives. In that 24-year-old kid, there was explosives in his car. They found 2 ISIS flags related to the Muslim Brotherhood. Not just that, they traced back his studies, and they found that he studied in Sydney, where we're from, in Sydney, Australia, studied in a place called Medina Dawah Center. That's where he studied. He studied in the Quran. There was a photo there of him with his teacher.
It's been circulating all over Facebook.
Right. The Muslim Bondi shooter.
Yeah.
No, that's not him.
No, none of these.
Just remove the Medina the center and then just type in.
Yeah, that photo.
That
Open
photo.
that one. That's him. That's him studying. That's him studying right there. A 24-year-old kid studying just the Quran. You know, this beautiful, amazing,
Peaceful.
apparently peaceful, nice book. Studying it, and he comes out as a terrorist. And people are surprised. How did this guy happen? How did this guy become a terrorist? There's no surprise about it. The Quran commands him to do that.
Yeah.
The Quran commands him to kill the infidel. The Quran commands him to behead the unbeliever. The Quran commands him to behead and terrorize the polytheists. Who are those guys? It's the Christians. Who is the infidel? The Jews. Who is the infidel? It's any person who does not believe in Allah and Muhammad, the one true prophet. So when people say this guy was a radical Muslim, for me, he's not a radical Muslim. He's a faithful Muslim. He's a normal Muslim. They keep trying to radical Islam. It's not radical Islam. It's faithful Islam. Muhammad commanded him to do that. And that's what he studied, and that's what he did.
Now, let me ask you, when you see this way, Rob, if you can rewind it, when you see the way he's shooting, who trained him how to do this? That's not regular training right there.
He's an excellent shooter. You're right.
Do we know at this point how he learned?
We know he went to the Philippines. Something just came out today or yesterday. He went to the Philippines to train. Not much facts have come out yet, but he did train somewhere. And they need to trace. The problem with these guys, they need to trace back who made him a terrorist, what mosque did he study in, and who trained him to do that.
Yeah.
Because it's not one jihadi, there's a lot of people backing him. There's a lot of people behind him financially. There's a lot of power behind this guy, and we need to find all of them.
And going to what you say, like how you mentioned that, people say, oh, it's a religion of peace. This is just radical. People are bringing up the man that stopped him, saved him, and the fact that he was Muslim. But the truth is, all the reports are coming out now of the Muslim community saying, oh, he's a traitor. And that's the truth.
Yep.
If Muhammad was around today and saw that this hero who stopped the terrorist from attacking and killing more people, Muhammad would have killed him for apostasy, being a traitor. And the idea that people say, Islam, the religion of peace. Why do you have to say the religion of peace? If it's a peaceful religion, you wouldn't even be using that language. Like, how come we don't say Christianity, a religion of peace? Because nobody feels today threatened by Christians. Nobody by the way, on Sunday, when we were at church when we got the news, on Sunday when we hear about the terrorist attack, we never for a second thought, oh, it was a bunch of Christians. Oh, it was a bunch of Buddha. Straight away. Because the truth is, terrorism has a religion and terrorism has a book. And so we knew straight away as the reports came through that what kind of organization.
Now, let me ask you this, because there was a speech that was given by a man on August 29th who is Australian, and he is, I don't know who this man is. You may know him because it's your world. Here's the man. He looks like a cowboy. I don't know if you've seen this or not.
I love Bob
He's a
Catter.
funny guy.
Okay, so I want you to watch this and then tell us who he is and then tell us how many more people in Australia feel the same way. Go ahead, Rob.
I want their names because we have had a tradition of toleration. These people are not tolerating us. So you don't tolerate us, we want you out of this country. Because this country is fed up with your, oh, we must be nice to everybody. Well, I'm not particularly nice to people that crossed the border, invaded another country and murdered over 1,200 people. Tick the boxes. Do they have democracy? Do they have rule of law? Do they have Christianity or some similar belief system? Do they have egalitarian traditions? Do they have industrial awards? Now, if they don't tick the boxes, they don't come here. If you have anti-Australian sentiments, then get the hell out of my country. I want...
How many people are like him today in Australia that are sick of it? One, who is he? And how many people? He's apparently one of the members of the parliament.
Yeah.
How powerful is he? Who is he? How big is he? How much influence does he have? And how many more Australians feel the same way as he does?
Honestly, that guy has been going viral. I don't know who he is.
Yeah.
He's a Lebanese guy. I like what he's saying right now. But a lot of people are starting to think what he's thinking. Before they weren't. They were scared of being called racist and Islamophobic. And that's, by the way, the label they keep putting on us for speaking about Islam. They say you're racist, you're Islamophobic, and we've been scared to speak about it. But now the story is turning. People are finally waking up and they're realizing, yeah, we need to speak about this. But what worries me, though, is they said that about 9/11. They said we'll never forget. They said we'll never forget that one of them was a Muslims. The one and one of them shouted Allahu Akbar, and they forgot and they voted in Zohra Mamdani. So I'm wondering how long is Australia going to stay awake? Give it a few months and they're going to forget again, and they're going to get more immigrants in, and they're going to get more Muslims in. So we'll see how long that lasts.
People on the ground, I think, feel this way, and that is scaring our Prime Minister, Anthony Albanese, communist guy. It's scaring him, and so he just said last night, that he's bringing in 5 reforms.
I saw that.
In order to essentially, people like Martin and myself will most likely in the next couple of years could face jail, prison sentences, because if we say something against the ideology of Islam, that will be considered hate speech. And they are now
Even
cranking
after
up.
what happened, he's saying that you can't speak.
So it's hate speech laws.
We've already had the police come to our church many times. We preach about Islam all of the time. Every single time we preach about Islam, we know the following day, the federal police will come to our campus and they will say that you are committing hate speech. So by us simply talking about what is in the Quran, what is in the book, what is in the ideology, not the people, the ideology, by simply saying that Muhammad, he married a 6-year-old, consummated the marriage with Aisha at 9. By saying that, Australia is saying this is hate speech for us saying that. Now they said they're going to increase the punishment and the sentence.
So they're not treating the Muslims like they're the terrorists. They're saying all preachers. Notice what he used, Anthony Albanese. He didn't say the Muslim imams. We're going to watch what they say. He said preachers.
No.
Who's a preacher?
Preachers.
I'm a preacher. Every preacher, he's going to be watching what they say.
It's us.
All I say is repent. All I tell people is repent of your sin. All I tell people is marriage is between a man and a woman. That's all we tell
And
them.
we've seen Muslims get saved at our church.
And we see Muslims get saved at a church. So we're not going around bombing people and killing people. But for some reason, he wants to put us in the same category as these Muslim imams who are preaching kill the infidel. We never tell Christians to kill people. We tell them preach the truth. But he wants to put hate speech laws next to each other with the Muslims.
Yeah, so here's a prime minister, Rob, if you want to play that clip. Here's a prime minister talking about what he's planning on doing after what happened at Bondi Beach. Go for it.
We take ASIO's advice very seriously. We work closely with them. We receive regular updates as well. The Director General of ASIO has warned about a range of threats, be it anti-Semitism, the rise of right-wing extremist groups as well. And we continue to work closely with our security agencies. We take
right-wing extremism.
So once again, the Muslims are not the problem, it's the right wing. Once again, he's scared to be called an Islamophobic. And I would say the Jews that died on that day, their blood is on his hands. Their blood is on his hand. Why? He allowed in 2023 the Muslims to gather in front of Opera House and shout, "Gas the Jews." He allowed that. The Muslims gathered in front of the Opera House, one of the most iconic places in Sydney, the city, and they shouted and chanted, gas
Stop
the
it.
And
Jews.
you know who went to jail
Gas
that day?
the Jews.
A Jew went to jail.
Wait, in front of the
Or got
opera?
You can
arrested.
look at
Sorry.
gas the Jews. And guess what the news reporter said? The news reporter says, no, the Muslims are not saying gas the Jews. They're saying, where's the Jews? Or someone said,
Yes.
they're shouting, where's my shoes? No, they said gas the Jews. That's what they said.
Press play, Rob.
Yeah, that's it. That's gas the Jews.
That's 2 years ago. He allowed that to happen. It's his fault.
Gas the Jews?
Gas the Jews.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
2 years ago. Gas the Jews.
And I think it was on the 9th of September, a couple months ago, where they also had a huge rally on Bondi Beach, the most iconic beach in Australia. They had a group of protesters with Palestinian flags. They had horses riding on the beach. Nothing. They did nothing.
So their blood is on his hand. He is a coward that's not willing to say the truth that Islam is not a religion of peace.
Yeah.
And he's going to bring more immigration in. So if more terrorist attacks happen, it's his fault. And people want him out now.
And by the way, Bondi Beach, is that an area where there's a high Jewish population?
Huge
Yeah, that's the
Jewish
most Jewish,
population.
one of the most Jewish populations, if not the most Jewish population in Australia.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Pastor Martin Cedra here. If you have any questions about Jesus, Christianity, Islam, or maybe you just want to know a little bit more about Muhammad versus Jesus, I'm here for you. If you need anything, if you need a church, we're planting a church all across America, so reach out to me through Minect.
If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.